cave. Recording started back up. And now let's continue as the story of Labyrinthos. Quiet, I'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. Didn't be rude. I'm in the middle of another task. The cloud can need to catch us close. Very close. You should help me with this too? Spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than one. Very well. Hell, here's a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds. One on a master day is the hornbill. It feathers are green and a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with the sleeping dart. That's a short-lived. So I'll lay and wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. There it is. This is the one that says caw. Nope. It's green. It says caw. That's our bird.
Fair shot.
Ooh, we got voiced.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
I do like how this NPC we're just doing some regular interactions with here in Labyrinthos is one of the new male of the era.
There you are. Any new revelations?
Not especially, but I met our old friend, Anvil.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Yeah, why is stuff heading out of Labyrinthos?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties.
Makes sense.
But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Ah, can we join you?
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum.
Yes.
The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay.
Ooh.
Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth.
And what do they need a basic hornbill for?
Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city.
Ooh.
And are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
Ooh.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation.
Yeah, I noticed that trend.
But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
Ooh.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we
Yeah,
cleaners
filling in
glimpse
a new
only bits
area
and
or
pieces
just like
of the forum's plans.
hunkering down.
Our prime
Well,
concern
just
is
like
that our requisitions,
some kind of
be they
calamity
living or
rages
otherwise,
outside.
are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I don't think the elevator tech will buy that.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift.
Are we gonna go down in a box?
I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down.
Ah, yes, this is what we need.
This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
That's exactly what we need.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
I'm already almost halfway to 82. What's a symbol? Oh, it's just like, it looks like there's a symbol just like hanging off of the mark, but no, it's just like part of the name for the medial circuit. Also, I want to see if I can open up a few more spots on the map first. Hogglophiles is deep. Labyrinth Sanctini. I don't think it'll let me drop down there. Could they just make it so when you're battling, if you are talking to an NPC, it automatically just like removes all enmity from you? This be it. The entrance to the mine shaft. They think, but here's something moving within. Creatures, homed there by the researchers. You think? Well, slavery meets aside. We'll need to watch our footing, to tighten our straps and such before we continue. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. Meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. These things. Action cancelled. You're under attack. It must be like attack cancelled. You were under an action. Noble missile cap. Wow, this is a long-ass survey. Let's like, keep mine away from his. Actually, yeah, there is one in like this area. I thought, wait a second, this would be a good place to put an ether current, and there is one. There it is. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Let's take a consequence at least. Promise the tunnel has lured us onto the medial circuit. Recall, this here is where we kept a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Aaronville's assumption holds true, as specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, we see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the plan to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. Here's our Genomus. giant living pile of moss. Wall here. It separates 85. Just how many? First we have like our upper area, which have like 80, 81. We got 88 over there, and now 85 down here. Stray queen, stray egg, stray garlic, just stray everything. Just how many times will we come to this place? I know where we are. This is real agriculture, whatever's. Remember, this is a host to a wide variety of vegetation. Let's conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And this facility coordinates oversees those efforts. The fruits of the research go to feed the Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More noble successes might make it to the Agora. Food so exotic you'd be hard pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. The mystery vegetable side name only listed nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners hereabouts. If these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency, it's possible they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? So you can coax some workers. The rest of us here will do the same, or cast about for useful clues. It's just like the splash of the mist down there. Let's just quickly pick up a little bit more area. Harriet Harvester. Agronomics. What crops are we raising? Well, you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow. Conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale, the very place in which Labyrinthos is modeled, a region in the south of Ilzaward. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Shelly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvus for the Imperial's native Locus Amonis. This is the place where Graha was born. It's based on there. Forum side is not a prize, however, but researcher's ideal environment, one whose climate he strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's thus provided a rich foundation for countless experiments and cultivation. This is the place that could remind Graha of where he was born. Dang. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors. No one's used to the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? Might have to say, well, you're much harder yourself than I. For all circumstances, I'd warn such nasty if a guided tour of the fields. I'm afraid the forum has us filling orders to list a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples. Hardly any time to put them together. First of this grand reorganization, I assume we'll be shuffling around old stocks to make room for the new. That gave the owners for ridiculous quantities of seeds they've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed your explanation and met with vague assurances that all be revealed in due course. That's the most satisfying answer. Oh, we got a spot up there. For when you can fly. Do we have lots to be taken down below? More I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift. Some has to be earmarked for aerial transport. Hence a stack of crates atop the hill over there. God, hauling that lot up that slope is a job and a half. Investigate the stacked boxes. Oh god, quite a few people here! Label these crates tell the story of their contents, bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. Flowers, though.
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Ooh, hello.
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
Ooh.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Sharlayan at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Got a Toya's theme playing.
Have you learned aught of interest?
Just about these heart blooms.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
Maybe you can.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archaeum?
Who is that over there?
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions, and no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
Yep.
We can
Please
apologize
won't work.
later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Oh, jeez. Fryle's had something going on for a bit. Just look at these flowers like this.
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a
I have
plan.
a feeling that what's going on with her
I'm glad you agree.
is definitely tied to her echo, because... Oh.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Ooh. I need a lot of bad flags for Cryo. Yeah, just in chat and all text. This place is huge. Yeah, because one thing really that we learned in the Shadowbringers patch cycle is that everyone who has the Echo, what makes them the Echo is that they are a shard of a former Amaranthine. Yeah, because like we already had this thing where just like we had Emerald. After the final days of Ravage, and who knows how many people died during that, they sacrificed half themselves to summon Zodiark. He like stopped the final days from happening, but the world was still a mess. So he took half of the remaining ones, so they're just like quarter of the Amarantines left, and he like restored the world and like fixed all the damage done by the final days. And then there are all these new life forms, all of like the spoken races and beast tribes we know today in some form. But then like, of course, you had like this small portion of Amarantines left, who then would go on to have their whole this like conflict of just like about Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Like Hydaelyn and Zodiark would have their battle, and the shards would be split and sundered, and all the souls who had dwelled in there on the source then, except for like our three Ascians, Emet Selk, Lahabrea, and Elidibus, they were all sundered. You had all like the new races who are sundered and are the same. But then you had all the Amarantines left, who they had been sundered and split across the shards. And all those sundered Amarantine souls would then awaken to the power of the Echo on specific triggers, which would pretty much trigger the Amarantine soul inside PTSD and awaken this power. I have a feeling that stuff's been going on that's been triggering Kryle's past life memories from her Amarantine soul. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. Let her quarry slip away. Full port, warts and all. Everyone's headed westward along the path outside the Archeon. Come, you'll catch him. You're like, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure, like, all those black masked Ascians we saw in the early expansions, those are just Echo Wielders, just like recruited by the Ascians to act as like lesser servants. Well, red masked Ascians had to be like shards of like actual like convocation members. But you got confirmation earlier with Amon being a shard of Fendaniel. Hold a moment, have an idea. Memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logistic and Beta, one of Labyrinthos' climate control centers. It has its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. Even if you were to find Aaronville and the County State Agent, not expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. They need to remain undetected. Holy Grail had his vanish spell over here. But there are other ways of turning invisible. Ooh. Hippity hop, my little toads. Oh, shit! Goodness! We've been toaded! Because of Transfiguration, we're off with the passage of time. Just you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I'll refresh the enchantment. Anyway, what am I doing in the meantime? Wait here for me. In your current state of mind, you'll be as likely to leap in the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where the creature's hereabouts, in that form, you are essentially defenseless. Take your toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with the quest objectives. You return to your transfigured state. If you move too far away, look to your map for transfiguration's areas of effect. Make it to show it to store or prolong the transformation. Ribbit! Alpha Toad and Alley Toad! Are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Oh, this is adorable! Alpha Toad and Alley Toad! Oh, that is... Oh, this is great! That's why it's warts and all! Because we're toads! Get some of this filled in. Other toad over there. Oh. Also, F you the cave. All people seem to not like the cave. The Frontier Day is an expansion where you can't ask Google for the answers. Ribbit? Ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad attempts and fails to shake his head. You nevertheless understand he's trying to tell you this is the wrong way. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Turns face north, perhaps she's this and you cross the bridge. So to the upper bridge. Do you like remember Heavenward's map?
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Come on.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty.
Ah.
And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
These guys are just planning to hunker down in their bunker.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
And then promptly ignored. Nope. Or is he letting it slide?
I hope that was informative.
Yeah, he knew! He knew!
My debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart.
So he definitely asked those questions because he knew we were there!
I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
Transfiguration.
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Should have passed it on to Stilla. Perhaps I should have known a gleaner who specialized in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. I seem inclined to put his trust in us all the same. Poorly, perhaps, discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the former agent mentioned. Sharlayan has been called to action. Clawfroy's declaration was the catalyst. However charges they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all the labyrinthos to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. A guide of sorts? Ooh. As he's staring in the direction Erenville had parted, a thoughtful look in her face. She could warrant the direction involving the forum and the commitment of all of its resources. However, we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear they will learn nothing and now new by pressing them further. Head back to Sharlayan and crowd for a moment, see what they think of this. I got all I can here. Oh! I got some quests back over there, though. Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then. Interesting. I have a feeling we learned something important, even if that something was simply confirmation that no one knows much of anything. I showed us a crowd and discussed how we'd like to proceed. If we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I made her return and rest there. That's not the best decision in hindsight. So we checking near those flowers she was so entranced by, let's can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Lost little troll. Cafredo. Learning to sew. Like you could, we have some time to spare for an old researcher, Laos. Physical labor doesn't come to me as easy as it once did. My research has shown a bit more spry to assist me. That's a simple one, rest assured. You'll only plant these experimental seeds in nearby fields. You will be compensated for your troubles, of course. The skills required of you. Planted one seed, you planted most of them. Well then, I look forward to seeing what you can do. Reunion cheese. Ah! Step cheese maker. Apparently it's also got quite the smell. Greetings, seem you're going to give a small portion of your time up in the name of progress. Of course, help with simple delivery. Rest assured, you'll receive just recompense. I've been expecting someone from the dairy farm to come pick up this batch of fruit. I've seen neither hide nor hair of them. I deliver myself, but I do need to prevent me from stepping even an ilm from these crates. Fruit is liable to rot if not stored properly. It isn't too much trouble. Please make haste in Metado and deliver them to my colleague there. Hey, we got a story! Oh, dearie me. My sweet Shaggies, or one of the Archeon's precious samples has fled. You know what you're talking about, do you? My apologies. Noelitia, an archivist. Archeon is home to various samples collected from all across the star. But the specimen has just escaped. Young troll to be specific. Oh, I hope he hasn't been set upon by local predators. Listen, promise to compensate you. Could you please help me retrieve the specimen? My thanks. I'll continue my search for this area. If you would like to, I'd like to check out the 33rd facet. Once you had a comprehensive look about, please meet me at the Archeon to report your findings. All the way in there. Not mud. I'm thinking, you have the steely eyes of adventure, but he looks death in the eye and does not flinch. This happens that it requires a sample of rare earth. It can only be found in location rights of vicious plants and God knows what else. Give you a hefty sack of coin if you could retrieve it for me. Like, try to make your way to, Troglofiles deep and gather for me 3 samples of brown mud. The darker the better, I say. Just sharpening your weapon beforehand. So I won't tell you how to do your job. Let's plant these quick. Oh, not mushroom for error. Missed that. Yeah. And that one will definitely take me into the caves. Let's turn this one in so I have, like, all 5 slots available. Healthy flesh you, are you? Good. I think that means you're planted with seeds. My thanks. If all goes well, the realms as well. See, the research involves the production of nutrient-rich plants that can be harvested in greater numbers than any you've seen thus far. However, even the most extraordinary crop is useless if it cannot be planted and raised by the common woman. I've long made ease of use a priority when I develop new seeds, asking everyone from experienced researchers, eager children to plant them in the earth, and then comparing results. Of course, I'm sure you've had more than enough long-winded explanations of your journeys to last a lifetime. Thanks the word for your contribution, take satisfaction, and a job well done. I think I've got most of the coffers done. Yeah, I actually have a full set of coffers. Harbor Law. Harbor Law. Madam, I say, madam, I see a bit of mine. I was wondering if you might lend your aid to remedy the plight of a struggling student. Oh, of course, introductions. I'm, Harbor Law, from the Studium. Research involves the finer points of bacteria and fungi. I'm here to harvest mushrooms for labyrinthos from my experience. I'm afraid I may be in over my head. See, the mushrooms are located in the 33rd facet. That shaft is positively swarming of things I can scarce stand to look at, let alone face in combat. I come from the Studium and request help from the more martially inclined. I'm here for you. Will you procure the mushrooms for me? I'll be forever in your debt. Or thank you, good madam. Well, several numbers of my plot is 316. Mushrooms stand out among the others, with red caps and distinctive triangle shape. In case, however, I do this illustration. Stand all too well the impulse to become lost gazing at the fungi. Perhaps it'll help keep you on track. But the sheer variety of mushrooms will be overwhelming. Simply consult the picture, you should be back on track. This'll be interesting. Yeah, I've got 4 spots there to search. I hope just like Yeah, I hope this quest chain doesn't go on for too long. Well, it's obviously not that one. That's blue mushroom. No trolls greater swell, perhaps a bit further in. Nope. Needs to be a trio of red mushrooms. People stopping there for the ether current. I did see people standing over here. Aaron Trolls, nowhere to be seen. No idea. May have had better luck. Oh, I think that's it. Yep. 3 red mushrooms. Three mushrooms. Met the illustration in your hands. Your long search is over. That mushroom I just passed. Well, I can see by the dirt in your boots that you did some manner of digging. Were you able to find my sample? I guess this matches my illustration exactly. Like the 12 that's a brave of heart will still walk this realm. Find it an interest in fungi yourself? These are developed from the spores of the elf stool, which can only be found in the Aurum Vale, a rare mushroom, and these are superior in every way. For one, they are much less inclined to kill you. That's improvement by any measure of the word. Of course, I had my failures. Let's see that builds the better. But as now as Revolution Sample 316 is sure to be the Herald. Have to go up and down for quite a few things. I think it might be better to hold off some of these side quests until I have access to, well, the elevator. So I don't have to go through the tunnel every time. like, yeah, if they're actually making you go up and down a lot, I can see why a lot of people are just like, screw that cave. Oh, hello. There's something you needed? Oh, what specimens? So plump and fragrant. Since they came all the way from Mariel Ergonomics? Thanks for making the trek. I've been ashamed to see those go to waste. Sometimes the cattle here are so temperamental I quite forget my other obligations. Grogan must be cross to me. This is the first time I've accidentally shirked my appointments with him. Must give him something of an apology. How's this golden cheese do the trick? As you know, we at Vitano pride ourselves on researching the various methods of animal husbandry and fermentation used throughout the realm. This cheese is our latest masterpiece. Came out noticeable part thanks to the fruit you just delivered. We feed your cattle and is a main contributor to the cheese's heavenly fragrance. Not so much trouble. Could you deliver this wheel to Rubna? Is it a yak or a cow? It's a yak cow. Can't wait to be able to use the elevator. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that the troll one is part of like a actual side story quest, I would definitely just like do this off camera, just do all the up and down, just like when I'm not on the stream clock. No fruit, I see. I just delivered a medicine. You didn't eat it, did you? Wheeler's blustering cheese. The smell emanating from it defies definition of its ingredients. This is golden cheese. But it says only the master of the world knew the secret of its creation. Never thought I'd laid my eyes on a single slice, let alone a whole wheel. I've seen one of these each time Sibylline forgets her obligations. She can be as absent-minded as she pleases. What did it taste like, I wonder? Would it live up to the tall tales? Oh, my apologies. I do tend to get carried away when it comes to cheese. Anyway, thank you for your assistance. Take this for your time. I share this cheese with you, but... yeah, I get it. You wanted to savor this yourself. Okay, let's just... go find Cryo. Here we go. This takes one. Oh.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
I was wondering what you're doing to it.
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Heidelin, wasn't it?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course.
Oh. She's giving herself to Heidelin as a brief vessel. She's going to see the eyes.
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment.
It was just a ghost.
It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Menphilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wish that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well.
That's nice. That's such a good thought.
Her, and another who may yet have a part to play.
Ooh.
Though that will depend on you. Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That glue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
Was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will.
She was trying to talk to you.
To reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked. But at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower.
I also said, like, she said about bringing souls back to the source.
Yes, we are definitely making progress.
Yeah, she brought Menphilia's soul.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Oh. Now they're being accosted. It's their dad! Hoo-hoo-hoo!
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
They don't want you to know the truth!
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, But the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city.
Can we just drop bombs on them about the stuff we learned like on the
companion,
first Amarot?
he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
He's Narcon! He should have access to those.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
What are we gonna discuss here? Can we please drop some bombs on them about Amarot, the final days, and all that stuff? So we can we know secrets. We've witnessed the final days ourselves. This is definitely the end of this the scenario here.
I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together.
You can hear the echoing.
I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
Yeah, considering he has the ability to memorize anything he sees even once.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large.
Because we're trying to stop them!
Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be
That's
ashamed.
the first time we've ever seen Crowley with her hood down, I think.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Like, we know about that.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
Ha!
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties.
Yeah, because you ran the Crystarium for 100 years.
Something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, gotta leave the scene.
The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility.
Back. Oh, forgot my mask. I'll go up and get it after I set my timer for 20 minutes. Changing Labyrinthos.
I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea.
Ah. What did they discover there?
You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Oh! He can't speak!
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival.
Yeah, by hiding down in your little bunker!
Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight
This is from the
until
trailer.
heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Alvaro, say something!
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Yeah, we kind of got off track.
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections.
Yeah, be smart about this.
Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. Our endless investigation has not been in vain. Now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. Our freedom, so sorely curtailed, however, struggle to learn aught more substance here in Sharlayan. Estate visitor! Ooh! Well, picture is going clear. Yes, but this is why the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? I think they can't! Survival come what may. His father's work so vital it takes precedence over his own family? I'll say, it is you! Mother! Yes, mother! Heard been dragged before the Forum. I came as swiftly as I could. So very glad they allowed you to stay. Yay, mother! I'm a Lance Lovier at your service. And you fine people must be the signs of the 7th dawn. Glad it is to finally meet you. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. Before it reaches father that you were here. She don't care. Won't bother that. Am I to be chastised speaking about my own children? I'm well aware that you and Master Fortunal are not on the best of terms at the moment. I am absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Having couldn't be better. If I understand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss the matters of Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We'll be back at the annex when you're ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure Evander, what do you think? Evander! The Evander out then! A splendid day as it turned out to be! Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us! I'm just like, okay. But I wasn't quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return to find you enjoying your hospitality, service will be made to suffer the consequences. However, if you wish to kind of escort my children to the estate. Oh, this ought to be good. And as she was gone, with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. I would say, I really did enjoy seeing Clara's little ponytail that she has back there. It definitely matches just like Fantasy 5 Cryo, her sprite. Apologize, mother's now want to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Avenda? It seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy. Will you accompany us on our visit home? Fine, if you're going, let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. We're peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. However not, your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they want to keep themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, God, never mind. Live your estate is that way. Straight down the stairs. Come on. I have to give that little explanation every time. It's so good when hard this expansion. Not saying I'm alone. Let's picture as far as we are permitted to wander alone. I say alone. My mother or servant is always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. Look at us, traveling different continents, different worlds even. As children, Alfna and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out on the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came padding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. Aww. And here you are at last. Please do come in.
Welcome home, my lady.
Wow! All the simultaneous servants there. Dang. And this is exactly why they made it so ladies can wear butler outfits, so they can have this lineup.
What? What are you gawping at?
How extravagant your freaking mansion is! House lovelier in all its grandeur. Look how wide my eyes look.
Oh, God, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you would accompany me upstairs.
Their new outfits!
We shan't be long.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
Ooh.
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. 'Tis clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful.
Yes.
Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Dang! We left quite a prominent impact then.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Let me tell you about this man called Hildebrand. Yep.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Yes, you didn't make an identical outfit.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore.
Good.
And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
A new list! So this is how he gets them.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
So that's how he gets them. A gift for Mother.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Oh, they're actually his old tools.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days. As a student, he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
It's like the wink! Jobstone, right? Yep.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master. But someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion.
Ooh.
Firstly, Fortunato has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words.
Show rather than tell.
Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
I like how much your mother is pretty much going behind her husband's back.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart.
Oh.
Thank you again for these gifts.
Yep, I have this as
and
my timer.
farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
yeah. Be right back after I go grab my pizza. Whew. Any final words? I have returned with my glorious pizza! Oh. Let it cool for a bit. So yeah, I have like worn down the rubber band so much that this is pretty much can be used as like a necklace now. Pardon me. Indulging Mother's request, Steve meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from recording as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, part to suffice, as well as these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we were, who we are, and whence we came. Enough sentimentality. Return to the annex and rejoin our companions. I actually want to finish those side quests now. First step. I just got like pouring that in a moment. I see. I was unable to find the specimen either. However, I did meet someone who claimed to have seen it in Mornvale Forest. Let's head there and see if we can track it down. Of course, this quest I have to finish because it has an ether current. I think tomorrow I'll just, like, save side quests until I can unlock... Oh, there's no doubt. It's a Shaggle's footprints. I've uncovered Specimen's trail. It should be close. You can find it under the thread of local fauna. You dispatch its assailants. Yeah, wait till I just get at least Mouse Breed 1. Troll Ruffian. Still in old habits. Finishing the quest here now. Also gonna pour myself some of that ginger ale I was talking about before to go with my pizza. Oh, I'm so glad you're unharmed. Actually, I'm gonna turn just like auto back on for a bit. Oh, that smell! Grr, buffoon, grr. Archaeon is under threat. Let's do something, grr. What is this threat? Yeah, don't be surprised that I can talk. Grr, you can understand me? It's kind of an echo? Wait, are you able to communicate with him? I've never met someone with such a skill before! This bundle of joy is born in Labyrinthos. However, he was abandoned by his mother and in quite a state by the time we found him. This is a remarkable intelligence, one of his kind. He liked to use him as part of studying the effects of growing up in an artificial environment. I've seen him making gestures indicate he'd been reading the tomes here. I thought he was just copying those around him. I think he actually understands speech. I do wonder why exactly you're able to understand him and I am not. It's a secret. You don't talk about the echo. Really? Oh, I wouldn't give to understand him too. You possess the echo, don't you? How difficult to your ways. Your kind do. How does it make sense that you understand my general sentiments? I happen to learn of said power from the tomes in the Archaeon. Honestly, food over there is surrounded by a sea of knowledge and he makes no effort to engage with it. Grr. He called you a buffoon. Anyway, I'm glad to finally have someone to talk to. And earlier, the Archaeon is in grave danger. Some girlless gleaner managed to bring woodworms in with them during a visit. Leave them be, they're bound to cause irreparable damage to materials at the facility. Tried best to tell him before, but it's no use. That's why I took a chance to win the searches of my own kind to see if they would help. You saw how that turned out. Well, what is he saying? Oh, dearie me! Still, it's most courageous of him to try and solve the issue on his own. I'm aware of it. We need to go sort out this pest problem at once. Would you mind helping out a little longer? You're the only one who can understand him, after all. If he's mom's ahead of us in regard to the situation at hand. Yeah, like, I have to see this through to the conclusion now. That cute little fucking troll! I'd like to explain a few things first. Staff of the Archaeon regularly use alchemic pesticides to keep the place free of harmful gurs. Fortunately, the woodworm I found seemed to be entirely resistant to the types of pesticide employed at the facility. Scanned a few tomes, including the New Eorzean Geographic, but I couldn't actually identify the Vilekin in the Archaeon. I guess he must be a new species. Grr. Won't get very far if we know nothing about the enemy. Went ahead and catch more of the woodworms, and try showing it to someone who knows more about this sort of thing than I do. I see, in that case, we must serve by biologists at Mariel Ergonomics, shall we? Oh, wait, don't the people up here do stuff with Filekin? Well, as we make our way back down, let's take care of that. What are fates out of there? Yes, I've seen clues. Pull one of these off. Actually, it's down there. Oh yeah. Look at this. It's 5G's Growler is such a good pizza. Absolute favorite freezer pizza of all time. It's not mud. Are we gonna actually be picking up poop? I need to use a certain emote here, then. Since, well... Lookout is not doing any... Oh! Okay, why did that take so long to get done? Yeah, just run some stuff. Actually, I want to see if the game will just let me drop down here. Nope. No cheating by dropping. Some people in chat are talking about choppy audio. I just seen like FC chat in all caps. Punch everything! Bunny punch! With 2 exclamation points. Actually, what happens if I get close enough to the wall? Can I unlock a little bit more of the map? Oh, I can! I can go inside here. Perfect. I thought this is an ornamental door. I was getting a little stuck with cardboard. I'll wait till I can use both hands. Faith. Nope. How does it work? This is my research into techniques of the Nagja, skilled fighters and farmers' bulls. Research Corps takes them home and go into some detail about their agriculture. It makes batch droppings into the soil to make it more fertile. It's quite ingenious. Their land delivered is quite temperate. As written after 100 summers, their droppings solidify into something resembling stone, further concentrating the nutrient contained within. Of course, samples provided me today are far too right to have much use on their own. However, our purpose is research not to free us to the bonds of the natural world. What's that? Of course I'm sure I said the droppings resemble mud, didn't I? Regardless, I just speeded the ripening process, creating in days to take natural nature centuries to accomplish. Like see, covers across so many joints, I have you to thank for it. I like how they tell you right away, it's not mud. It's backguano. Don't show me the woodworm sample. What I can do is confirm that I've never seen it before. Their hypothesis that it's an undiscovered species is highly likely. To understand how best to deal with the insect, you need to learn about its original habitat. Well, I've had a clinging onto its Vagnarian jewel used to make medicine that was recently brought into the Archeon. Delivered by a Rogan Gleaner, Squass. Let's go ask Gur about it. Yeah, pull this off cleanly. Well, ready for it. To the Archeon! Yes, come on, get out. Troll truly speaks to you, doesn't it? Perhaps the woodworm is not the only new species in our midst. Empty videos. Hills are alive. Okay, let's see though, is it up or is it down? It's down. Am I one of the few people who actually think it's fun to hunt down ether currents? I should, yeah, next pop it again if I'm in, like, this block here. Oh, that? I found it in Fav there. XIV at the Alchemist Outpost is great work. So it's used by the first alchemist, they say. There are a few tools like it still extant. I spent days arguing my case, so its owners agreed to hand it over. Yeah, it's all coming together now. The woodworm was probably exposed to so many alchemic concoctions in that settlement, developed a harder resistance to substances like the pesticide. Let's waste no time in gruing the biologist about this. I feel like I've seen that little troll in the Archeon. Is it all right for him to be out and about like this? Oh well, Sirens have required us to set him free for a bit. Closely monitored, of course. Now, where did he go? Yeah, another person asking, so the guy with the ether compass, huh? Oh my, you should make sure. Marry all ergonomics straight away, then. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's going to be one there. Yeah, but definitely, like, hunting ether currents and giving my fate level up to 2 is definitely on my own time, not on stream time. Just stats up there. I'm really hoping we can find some good, just like sightseeing jumping puzzles in the cities. Uh-oh. Disconnection! Yay! Yeah, just like, why nothing responding? I look over and immediately see, OBS is disconnected. Might as well just grab some of this while handleable free. Yep. Gotta wait for that disconnection to go through. Refresh is showing that the internet is once again out. It's taking the game an awfully long time to disconnect, though. So now we just keep on waiting. Huh? Or just... yeah, out loud. Nobody in particular. Yep, talking to nobody in particular, just anybody who's listening. Maybe. didn't take me a chance to actually eat. just realized I've been muted for forgot to turn the mic back on. So yeah, I'll just like check in with just like the other people I follow and just like where they are, just chatting with them. Hey, I'm in the 2400s. My stream of theirs is lagging. My stream of theirs is lagging. This is the kind of thing where just like, I want to watch other streamers play through who, like, see how they're doing in Endwalker, but these are also like the full-time streamers who start when things go live. Check out a few other streamers. Hope I don't get spoiled. See ya. Let's see where you're at. Oh, they're doing other stuff. I think they're leveling something? Yeah, Pro Jared, just... He just finished Gilgamesh. He's running away on his chicken. Yep. Yep. Falls down. He's like not doing the new stuff. Yeah, he's doing Shiva Extreme. So when are you doing new stuff? Yeah, they're unsinking stuff I actually see. There's 2 people. I think he's carrying his friend. Now that's playing. I'll be lucky to get in before just like 7:20, 7:30. I get to play in Q like the Chrome Dino game. Any future Let's Plays planned? I've been enjoying the time. I know. You see, like, the Leviathan health bars just, like, melt, just, like, one combo and he just, like, hits his, like, threshold. They just lived through the Leviathan's tidal wave. And he just fell off.
See you later. You can't see me, but
Yeah, your corpse does not exist. 2090. Yep. First try! Cube Extreme is finished. Oh, he's just waiting for his friend to get to the queue. That's why they're doing all this other stuff. I see all those side quest markers and I am disappointed. Well, at least I can watch his beginning. Yep, I am currently... My queue is 1915 currently. I wonder if I'll even have enough time to just do the dungeon when I actually manage to queue into the game. So I'm quite certain that after I turn in just like the MSQ quest for just like both areas, I'll look over and the next quest will be 81. Cue dramatic music. Let's ask in the chat. Do you think we'll get better instance track than high treason? Yeah. Do you think we'll get a better instance track than high treason? Emo for the people I follow. Yeah, bro. Yeah, rubber band your control stick for just like avoid AFK. Yeah, see like the crowd. I'm gonna take the opportunity to just throw away this cardboard. Yeah, holding X is effective until Choco comes into play. Yep. Yeah, so just having their farewell and limp say, hey, 1700! We're just about at the halfway point of my queue. I think it might go a bit longer tonight just from this delay. Is that Stan dude grumpy? He seems grumpy. Good old Chance. I can't wait to like see his reactions to stuff in Thavner. Yeah, like Styrian has so many good moments in Thavner. We're seeing how apparently he's absolutely terrible with money. I'm just wondering what is funny. Simeon's funnier moment of Thavner, just finding just how comically bad he is with money, or no, it's definitely just like the alchemist and just like the flash steps they surround him with. It's just like flash steps. They just zoom in and then they just horde towards him like zombies. Oh, that is gloriously hilarious. I wonder if the reason it sounds like Emmett is narrating is something that Heidelin did. Like, she said she brought one other soul back to the source, and like things could depend. This. Hey Jared, any ideas what zones could be more spoilerific? Yeah, just like this is like the scene of the ship is definitely meant to call back. Like some jet. Oh, hey, it's the 1.0 opening. Sharlayan sleeping. It's just like he's heading up and he's about to see her. So just like I'm watching him in excitement and just seeing what his reaction to the story beats I would ooh head is. Oh, good nosing ghosts. Just hearing us. Yes, actually her. This hot ghost. Oh no, she's hot. Like denoting her eyes, her crazy eyes. Yes. Yep, spookums. Hopefully, at least unlock the dungeon before the night is done. This has definitely been like at least half an hour. Third of the way there, or third of the way left. True. and just like signs up right here. Yeah, Ryanje don't care. Yeah, Ryanje is just like, if anyone has the right to just call anyone sir, it's him. $900, we're getting there. Elshire 1.0. This is making a joke about COVID screenings. Wow. Yeah. Yep. we're going to start this expense by doing paperwork. Just, yeah, watching. This is it. You start all great adventures with pencil and paper. Yeah.
As I go, everybody else gets the tattoo. Which is not my own cheat. Dodge that cheek. That's what the other one is. Get to use a pen. Pens are for lives too. Can't find me under a light. Way off.
It's gonna be 3. Let's see what option he picks for Warrior of Light. What he says. Yeah, laughing and he just looking away. The little ones are potatoes. Profession is hobo.
Wait, excuse me. Wait, the sound was up.
Good. Funny notes. Yeah, all the people.
She called her Mistress Valdesian. Is that like a... because she's a special Valdesian? Because she is like a Valdesian? Honestly, it's too family. I didn't start the next thing yet.
Kyle's last name is Valdesian. I'm like the second of 3 people so far. That's about motion coaching. Left. He's confused by follow along stuff. Get your G-pose ready. Still 333. Yep, it's got the map.
Which I appreciate because I
Getting there. If you ever don't know where to go, look for the crowd of people standing around. I never have to wait for kind of people. Oh, we're in. We're in.
X button hack just gets rid of all the names on screen. So when you're standing in giant group of people, you get rid of all their names. So you can't click on them. Then you can't click on enforcement. This person's arch.
So it looks like we're finally getting in. Up. I get another super long queue just If I get another stupidly long queue, just... I don't think I can handle that. Try this. Just fully close it and reopen it. Okay, we're unable to annotate character data again, though. Even longer than before! Yep. I'm not getting anything else done tonight. It's like I had a queue of 3,300. I spent like, I don't know, almost an hour just, yeah, like, it's late enough day, just like, I'm not getting anything else done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have to end the stream. And like, I'll still just like sit to this on my own time so I can actually do what I said earlier. Go in and just like get stuff done in menus and all that extra tedium, look at hotbars and all that stuff. Get all that done on my own time. And then, yeah, like, yeah, tomorrow, plan to go in the morning when, like, hopefully the queue isn't this stupidly big. Like I said, like, when at 8 this morning, the queue was, like, 60 people. Not 4,000. So hopefully it'll be the same tomorrow. Like I said, this the whole early access things will be going on, and will be taking over just like my normal weekend slots. So no Persona, no Ring Fit, no Miku, just this. And eventually, once early access is over, we'll be going back to more regular 4-hour blocks until we beat the game, or we'll beat the main scenario. So yeah, I'm really sorry this had to happen, but just this. Well, at least it's not Stormblood. But this has been Evander Advent. I stream every day here on Twitch, usually starting at 6 o'clock p.m. U.S. Central Time. Join me tomorrow for 8 o'clock a.m. U.S. Central Time for hopefully an actual full 12 hours of streaming. Don't have just like weird disconnects that leave me in a 3,000 person queue. Don't have a breaker dropping and having to close and reopen OBS. Hopefully we'll actually have full 12 uninterrupted hours. Till then, good night everybody.